Halftime stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
On the move. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That's caught. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Webb. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Wide open, makes the catch. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollock.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Hokies! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to... on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to the ground with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. To the air, it's Webb. Right on the money. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. Powers through. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll pull it down. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
The Hokies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Look out, he's got room. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Boise State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got his man. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Webb. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Slips a tackle and he's got room. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
3rd down and inches. Everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still execute at a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
And the Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
It's so important when a safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break. Great job getting to the football and then securing it. A lot of times you're like, oh man, catch it, catch it, catch it. Not the best. That's why I play safety.
Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Pryor. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got a man, it's Pryor. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Rushes on him. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll open the second half on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff from the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Hokies! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all away. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Extra point here will tie the game.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sends the offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He'll pull it down and run. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Hokies will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Myers on the move. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Touchdown, Penn State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets the give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now adjusting. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give is to Smith. Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackling.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Got it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few. Sneaks it in.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
With jet sweep pass. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Pryor. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted...
There he goes. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Here comes the field goal unit. From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. Dead center perfect. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Webb. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on